Good evening. So, I started filling up my Phil Ochs vinyl collection several years ago, and I've managed to get most of his stuff. There's still a few out there that I don't have, but I managed to get a good share of them. You know, boom, oh, no. So, I better put these down before I break something. So anyways, I was reading up on Gunfight at Carnegie Hall, and I was on the fence about even getting it, but I went online and found one for sale. It said it was in good, near mint condition, and with shrink wrap. Usually, especially on an old album like that, it just means it still has the shrink wrap on. You know, they like cut it open or whatever. I bought like a Jay Giles band not that long ago. Still had shrink wrap. It was so old that it was like stuck to the actual album cover. Anyways, I get this. Oh, and it said it had a hole drilled in it as well. So I ordered it. It was priced very well. And when I got it, not only does it have the shrink, it's got the little hole punch, which is fine. That's cool. Not only does it have the shrink wrap, it's sealed. I went back and looked at the listing, and it didn't mention anything about being sealed. It just said that it still had shrink wrap on it. But lo and behold, it's sealed. So I've had this for over a month. I didn't know if I should open it or not. Should I buy? I knew I wanted to listen to it, but should I buy another one and then let this one sell this one to like a collector that collects sealed records and stuff like that? So I posted on Reddit, this is what I want to do, but what say you guys? And one guy said, I don't know why I didn't think of this, because it seems like to be the most obvious thing. He's like, well, on Discogs, there's several that are still sealed. So, for sale and at a pretty good price. So, I confirmed it. He was right. I'm wondering if, there was, I don't know, a big box of these somewhere that just didn't sell or whatever. It's not his most he's already not a super popular. His popularity has certainly waned in the last couple decades. So, you ask anybody, over 40, and they're not going to know who the hell this guy even is. Because he wasn't a one-hit wonder. He just had some minor hits back in the day. So, anyways, God darn it. That's 3.5 minutes of me pontificating and bloviating about how I got a sealed Gunfight at Carnegie Hall from Phil Ochs record. So let's open this mofo together. We got us a Benchmade for the honor. I'm sure Mr. Ochs would appreciate that. So we're going to open this, and we're going to look inside to see what is the deal. Have you seen these people? Come on, man. Come on, man. It's open. No going back now. Let's look in here first. Is there anything else in there? Nope. Empty. A&M record. It's still got... This is actually a pretty good sleeve. Inner sleeve for... it's like... Oh my goodness. Look at this. This is the first time this record... I'm 54, and this album came out, I think, the year after I was born. I was born in 69. When did this Mo come out? I think it came out in 70, 71. Let's find out, shall we? OCHSGU. Okay. 74. All right, so 5 years after I was born. So this is basically 74. It's now 2024. It's a 50-year-old record. And this vinyl has not seen daylight, or any kind of light, for that matter, in 50 effing years. Uh-oh. It's stuck. Uh-oh. Ah, there we go. Wow. Now, some people are like, who cares? I love this kind of shit. Wow. Look, I mean, it's not brand new. It's 5 decades old. But it looks brand... Look, you can see what I'm looking at. Spanking new. Mother of Thor. Look at that. This is going to be fun to listen to, man. Pretty cool, huh? So, one of the things that I love about records, especially when you've had a record... I have records in my collection that I've had since I was a child. And the music, or in some couple cases, the comedy, spoken word, just sits in these grooves. It's always there. It's never gone. It's always there. And it just sits and waits until you scratch your needle across it, right? I should probably get a different thing for this. And to me, that's part of the story of a record. You know, it's part of the provenance, or what, part of the appeal, is that these things have just sat there forever, and then when all you got to do is put it on a record player and you can hear music that was... I got records from people that have been dead for decades. You know, I'm sure we all do. Records... I was at Clearwater record store not long ago, and there's these old thick 78s. I don't know why I'm talking so much, but thick 78s that I can't even play. I mean, I guess I could, but it would sound like... Or would it go... And it's just like a chunk of history frozen in time, always sitting there. Same thing with a cassette, but for the record, it's just a little cooler because it's like little tiny grooves, needle scratches on it, and produces the sound that was recorded, in this case, over 50 freaking years ago. I think it's cool. Phil Ochs. That dude was one of a kind. True folk singer. Never like sold out. He did change up his style a little bit, and this album is proof positive of that. But he was an artist, man, and sometimes artists are weird. Oftentimes artists are weird. I'm an artist. I'm fucking weird. I don't do art for a living, so I'm not as weird as some of the other guys, but anyways, that's enough of me bloviating and pontificating and matriculating about my Phil Ochs album. Thank you for joining me. All right? Now beat it.